Hey guys and girls, and welcome back to Spotlight Arena. Over the last few months, we've taken a look at a few of the top teams in Europe, such as SK Gaming ahead of their International Championship campaign, and more recently the YouTubers, an orgless team who are swiping Go4s away from teams like SK Gaming and Team Vitality. We think it's only fair that we complete the holy trinity of European teams by dedicating this week to Team Vitality. We'll take a look at who they are, their backgrounds, and why they're one of the most stable teams in the region. Their story starts back in September, when a player called Lufan pulled together a merry band of players called Azure, Flow, Switaro, and Misu. Unlike teams like the YouTubers, these players hadn't really played together before. The team had a pretty quiet start, losing out in Go4s to teams like SK Gaming, but their roster remained consistently stable. Once Tencent announced the non-pro tournament, the players agreed it was time to get serious and see how far they could push themselves. They got recruited by a manager called Blitz, and two new players joined the team, Redemption and Moon. It didn't take long for both players to prove their worth, and eventually both replaced Lufan and Misu. That left us with the 5 players we all know and love today in Azure, Flow, Switaro, Redemption, and Moon. Redemption was a former pro player for another mobile MOBA, so it's no surprise he's one of their standout performers in the jungle. Moon also made the jump between mobile games, so with 2 experienced players on side, the future looked bright for the team. At the time, they were known as 404 Not Found Esports. They represented France in the non-pro tournament, and blasting their way through the brackets as tournament favourites meant they caught the eye of Team Vitality. 2 days before the finals, they got signed up and they've never looked back since. I was curious to know what had changed since joining Vitality, so I caught up with Switaro, their solo laner and original founding member. He said that not a whole ton had changed since that pivotal day. They already had an excellent schedule and a good mindset, so Vitality helped them to formalise this even further. They've come a long way since their first Go4 at the end of September, and given their consistently strong showing in Europe, I can't wait to see what the future holds for this team. You can catch them in the Go4s taking place each weekend, and maybe even in our top 5 plays. Azure's always making big plays on Thane, so it's quite hard to miss them. But for now, that's the end of this week's Spotlight Arena. We'll be back next week with more analysis and discussion around the world of Arena of Valor, so be sure to subscribe to the channel and tune in again next time. We'll catch you then.